Hello and welcome everyone to the Geek Tech Show. In today's video we are going to be examining if Penny Mayo. Ooh, this is so bright. Wow, I never thought that this miniature flashlight is going to blind me like that. But we're going to be examining with our real evidence. Let me close my eyes here. And figure it out if Penny Mayo is an actual or real bounty hunter. And in case you want to get this Neville miniature flashlight, there's going to be a special offer right down below where you can get it at the best possible price as well, because this video is sponsored by this miniature blinding flashlight. So let's get started talking about Penny Mayo. And today I'm wearing the jumpsuit. I'm just kidding, this is no jumpsuit, this is just a vest, but it is to signify why we are talking about Penny Mayo today. And Penny Mayo, everybody was saying, is he a real bounty hunter? It used to be, is he a policeman? Now he moved on to become a bounty hunter, and he has his own prisoners, has an actual jail that he actually created. And I'm gonna go into why this is not an actual real jail. It's actually a building that he created himself, and the entire building is an actual like a jail cell, but it's not. So what actually made this to be something like this? Well, Penny Mayo decided to make his show a little bit more legit by creating something that looks like an actual jail. Now, to make something look like a jail, what he had to do is he actually rented out an actual complex, a building. In it, he had people who are, he has budget, he has a lot of money. They constructed the place to kind of look like a jail cell with the windows and everything else, and then he put this humongous flat screen TV, which is why this thing is not real. There was a huge flat screen TV over there. Understand that the prisoners have something to do as entertainment. Now, in an actual jail cell, you will never have an actual flat screen TV sitting there without any protection, because any member of the jail, I mean, any of those people over there can take a chair or anything, other object in it, throw it at the TV and totally break it. And another thing is, you can see all the fans, all the Penny Mayo fans, fanboys, they're otherwise called, and those are paid people who pay $5 to post anything over there to become a fan on his channel, $5 a month, and they can post those comments over there. So he has to keep track of the comments live. And the only way he would do that is by watching this screen, big screen TV here. And the inmates, he has 3 of them, are over there, and they're just sitting there. I mean, this thing is actually getting more entertaining. I gotta give him credit for that. It's not real. And why is this not real? So he built this whole complex, everything in there. And there's a few things that he made that is a huge mistake. So we have the TV, which is one mistake. 2 mistake. I seen when his video actually zoomed out, and you'll be seeing some of this evidence on and off, showing you right here, as his actual, and he has a spy cams, so-called spy cams over there. So as it zoomed out, you can see at the top of the whole jail, like the whole complex of this whole thing. And you can see that something is not right about that. I mean, in actual jail, the whole complex would be concrete, top to bottom. And that's it. So nobody can escape. Pretty much over here, it's concrete up to a point, but it's not concrete. It looks like concrete. It's actually just regular construction wall boards that have been painted over to look like a jail cell, and then it stops all the way at the top. So anybody can like escape pretty much. And another thing about this, you never see some rooms, like there was no place to take a shower, there was no bathroom, all those places that do exist in an actual jail cell. To top it off, there's only like 2 guards, him and his buddy. There is no actual people who are guards over there. There's almost never any guards. The prisoners, so-called, just walk around everywhere, and they're also going outside on a cigarette break. Now, most states actually don't allow to smoke on anywhere in the jail ground, but some states do allow to smoke outside. California is actually not one of those who allows you to smoke inside. Some of them do outside. That being said and done, when they finished smoking, they took the stuff inside the jail cell, which is another mistake. So we have like constantly like small loops, small mistakes that are constantly happening throughout the show. And of course, if you do like the Geek Tech Show, make sure you subscribe to it. There's going to be a link right down below. Become a fan of my channel and watch some real stuff in case of those. Like, it's fun. I'm not gonna say that his show is not fun. When he used to do the pranks, it used to be great. Then he moved into bounty hunter. Then he became a so-called a policeman, and now he's back into bounty hunter. The channel is entertaining. It is fun. You never know what's next. I'm glad he finally moved some humor into the show, and you can see him like jump into the camera and do all those weird faces over there. So becoming like a cartoonish character here. But this is not real. So you can't really be a bounty hunter. You can't actually put prisoners as a bounty hunter in your own private jail cell, which is totally illegal, by the way. And you can't do whatever you want over there. You cannot be a jail guard and a bounty hunter at the same exact job. And people who are getting money from bounty hunting, it's even if you want to become a bounty hunter, this job is super boring. Most of the time you're doing paperwork, you're trying to find where those people are, and you don't just go ahead, drive and find them right away. It's just so hard to find somebody, especially with the bail bonds rules that are no longer how they used to be anymore. So you no longer can actually post a bail bond in some states, including California. They're getting away with that. So being a bounty hunter is no longer something that you can make money on, because this was a money-making enterprise actually to put people in jail. It was all about that. They will arrest the people and then let them go, and then you have bounty hunters who go ahead, catch them once again, put them back in jail, and this was just a money-making way for this whole complex jail system to actually work. So it was less about getting people and rehabbing them. It was more about you did something wrong, you're going to jail, we have no room for you to put you in jail, so we let you out on the street, and then the bounty hunter catches them because they skipped their court date and puts them right back into jail itself, and so on. This was like a vicious cycle, and this is why they got rid of the bounty hunter system out no more of that in some states, because they're reforming the system. The system was really bad for minorities, poor people, and people who can't afford thousands of dollars to get you out of some really ridiculous rules and laws that are in place to keep poor people poor and rich people rich. It's pretty much at that. But that being said and done, the Penny Mayo show is 100% focused on a lot of interesting things, but the whole entire thing is fake. So we have people who are coming in, putting them inside of those fake jail cells where like there was no guards. Like you could see them open doors, like open the door and close it, just walking in from one room to another, and then they're walking into like a storage place where there was laundry, there was like food all over the place, and that's like totally, there is no way a government could go in there. Let's talk about cameras here. So the cameras themselves, supposedly they have actually fixed cameras that zoom in and out. But as you can see, some of the movement of those cameras is not natural either. It seemingly sometimes zooms way more than any security camera can actually do. Most of those security cameras in real jail cells are super cheap. They are not those expensive cameras that can zoom super in, because they have been installed years ago and nobody goes ahead and replaces them. And plus they can't actually go ahead and zoom in so much, like super so much to the location. Also, why it is actually somebody else sitting there and recording this whole thing with those cameras. Pretty much what they actually did, they created all those fake jail walls, and when somebody sits all the way at the top, this is why it doesn't have the enclosure. The enclosure doesn't exist because the people there are filming the entire jail. So they're pretty much sitting on the set over there with their cameras and filming how everything is actually going. So you can see sometimes they are moving the cameras around, and sometimes they will move to another position, which makes me think that more likely it's not that they are having a fixed place with something to zoom in and out. It's more like they can move the cameras because they can walk up there and film the whole thing that's going on here. So we have, I think, two different camera crew that are doing it, two different people who are filming it indoors, and we have potentially one outdoors, or of course one of the people inside goes outside and films them over there. Talking about the outside enclosure, which is, there is a location very small that they walk over, and there is actually a wall which is metallic and like barbed wire and so called, which is seems like an actual jail cell, but it's not, because one of the reasons why in an actual jail they're not going to be walking around a place right outside of the walkway. Instead they'll be walking around a recreation area where you can play basketball, you can do something over there, and it will be inside of the jail cell in the middle, not right outside on the outskirts where it's so likely somebody will try to escape. This is why this is totally fake and not real. So hopefully I didn't spill the Santa Claus for you. Yes, he is fake as well. Bigfoot, well, I don't know, maybe this guy is real. But the moon landing, wait, the moon landing, that was actually fake. And you can check that out. There's going to be a link in this end of this video to the moon landing, why I think it's actually fake too. So check that out and let me know what you think. So hopefully you did enjoy this. It was a mind-opening for you, and yeah, it's entertaining, but it's not real. Stay tuned for the Geek Tech Show, because you never know what is the next video that's coming up soon on my channel. Hopefully you enjoy this, and see you in the next episode. And if you want to support this channel, buy my flashlight. That is my merch right now. I sell different things, review different things. This is the world's most powerful, smallest, rechargeable flashlight. So you're not going to actually waste any more money on those AA batteries and throw them right in the trash. You can save the environment at the same exact time by charging it using a USB port. Review coming soon. In case anybody wants to, post down below if you want a video review of this awesome miniature beautiful flashlight. Okay, if you're still here, why are you there? Turn off the show and get watching some real entertainment such as my channel.